Hey there, traders. Welcome to another market update. Today is the 12th of April, 2021. We're going to start off here on Bitcoin on the daily chart. So, first things first, it looks like we're seeing some volume coming through from the buyer side, currently making new higher highs and higher lows throughout this market structure from the 25th of March. So it's looking all constructive, looking pretty good, making a new high after this previous swing high with volume. So expecting some more upside potential here from Bitcoin medium term forward slash longer term. On the 12-hour chart, we can see that we're holding support right here from this previous level of structure. If I draw it in for you guys, you'll be able to see it much clearer. So there you can see previous resistance becoming future support, respecting this liquidity zone as a demand zone. So I do expect some further continuation to the upside. Um, we did almost test up to the all-time high yesterday. I think we'll probably stand a chance to break through to brand new all-time highs for Bitcoin. Shorter term though, is it possible that we could see some pullbacks and some sideways action here? I think shorter term, or well, not I think, and it's not my opinion. According to the charts, shorter term, we are definitely bullish as well. We can see the volume coming through from the buyer side. Clearly there are some decent volume coming through from the buyers. There's decent volume coming through from the buyers. So still short term, medium term, and longer term bullish on Bitcoin here. But short term, do I think we're just going to shoot for the moon, or can we still spend some time in this range between 60,000 and 62,000? I think that's a pretty good range, pretty easy range to spot. And I do think as long as we remain above this range, we should be short-term bullish overall as well for Bitcoin. Next one we've got here is Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily chart, really looking powerful. This market structure, I do like that. Creating new highs and lows, higher lows, accompanied by volume from the buyer's side. You can see the participation in the volume. So do I think this one has some more upside potential? Definitely. Some volume coming through here from 2 days ago, the 10th of April. We can see the volume spike right there. And now obviously filling up as we go, trying to test back to those highs there. This is not um, a chart to take lightly. This thing is really motoring, making new highs on the weekly chart. It's a very, very powerful tool, a very powerful coin, Ethereum indeed. So for Ethereum, longer term, medium term, and short term, looking pretty bullish here. I would expect some further continuation to the upside for Ethereum throughout the next couple of days. It does look like we are creating some kind of accumulation pattern here, perhaps an inverted head and shoulders, and we could possibly be looking at a neckline going through here somehow. And if this neckline is confirmed and broken with volume accompanying it, we can look at a measured move for Ethereum even higher than $2,500. Well, let's see. Technically, the measured move would point towards about $2,440 to $2,450. So this measured move, if this one was to play out to the upside here, that would be the next obvious target for me. To the same token, if Ethereum does break below $2,100 on the 4-hour chart, that's when I'll be looking for extensions back down to around about $1,932 per Ethereum. Bitcoin Cash on the daily chart here, looking constructive, higher highs, higher lows, looking pretty good here. I do want to say this though. I think this one probably is going to find some decent resistance around these parts that we are right now. We've got a massive liquidity zone that we just dipped our toes into yesterday, and we got a very clear, obvious rejection from that point. So for Bitcoin Cash on a daily chart, if we can see some kind of daily candle close above $730 per coin, that would make me longer term, medium term bullish as well. Obviously, bullish structure here. This is looking pretty good, breaking resistances to the upside. holding supports. You can see clear participation from the buyer side looking at the volume. So I would expect Bitcoin Cash to make its own way onwards and upwards from here, perhaps even come back up throughout the day and test around $720 per Bitcoin Cash. But I'll be keeping an eye on this one. It isn't a possible buy opportunity as we speak. There's some decent volume coming through from the buyer side, but it does look a little bit short-term toppy to me, if I must be honest. Litecoin, similar thing as Bitcoin Cash here, looking overall constructive, medium term, short term, new highs, new lows, higher lows. A decent amount of volume coming through from the buyer side here, as you can see very clearly that there is a lot of participation happening at this particular area. So for Litecoin, I would expect another move back up to, this one's probably going to have a free pass all the way up to $300 per Litecoin easily. On the 12-hour chart, holding previous levels of structure as support levels right now. You can see it right there. There's that liquidity zone. So you can see on that liquidity zone holding as support, any kind of break below this liquid zone would point towards a move back down to around $220, $216, somewhere around there. Shorter term though, holding this support is a very, very positive sign. Breaking through this support to the downside, like I said, $230 would then be my next target to the downside. Chainlink, similar charts. Most of these altcoins have similar charts here. Coming back up to test around these highs, these previous all-time highs for Chainlink. We are seeing participation here. We're seeing a lot of volume coming through from the buyer side, but as well as the seller side. So we have not broken above this level of structure just yet. This is our liquidity zone on the daily chart here. And we have not seen any confirmations making new all-time highs. So I do think medium term, short term, we are going to come back up here towards $36, $37 and test that level of structure. And then we'll reassess from there. For now, I would be more neutral on Chainlink than anything else. Perhaps we do see an opportunity to buy Chainlink around this liquidity zone throughout the day. But like I said, I wouldn't want to take a position on this one too aggressively just yet before we start seeing some more participation from the buyer side as well. Uniswap breaking out to the upside here on the daily chart. We can see that as soon as we do close a daily candle above this previous liquid zone that we've got running through here, that's when we can start looking for this previous high around $37, $36 to be tested. Again, this one looks a little bit more like Chainlink. We are seeing higher highs and higher lows throughout this market structure medium term, and we are seeing buying volume coming through, as you can see. So there's definitely participation in this move, but I want to see Uniswap continue its upwards projection and close a 4-hour candle above this liquidity zone. Once we can see that and it's been confirmed with decent amount of volume backing it, that's when I'll be looking for that next extension up to $36 that we spoke about. BNB making new all-time highs, $606. There she goes. So this one's really bullish. This is why I'm expecting most of the other cryptos to follow. This one's usually a leading indicator. We can see that this one is making brand new all-time highs as we speak. This is a blue sky breakout. This market is currently in price discovery. So it's a very risky market to be trading unless we start seeing some pullbacks, unless we start seeing some market structure created. I would be staying away from BNB in the short term, medium term. Unless you've got a long-term portfolio and you're holding BNB, that's a great thing, but I wouldn't be looking for any kind of swing trades or day trades from this one. Seeing that we are in price discovery mode, this thing can go to $1,000 and then pull back, and then we can start creating some market structure, which makes it easier for us to trade. So BNB, all-time highs, but a very risky trade at the moment. Monero on the daily chart making new all-time highs. Oh, well, not all-time highs, but making new highs here. Looking left, we can see previous level of structure was around $283. Clearly broke above that with a decent amount of volume backing this move. So Monero looking really, really powerful here. I would expect a little bit of a short-term pullback from this zone, though. You can clearly see that even though the volume is there and the buyers are there, momentum oscillators are starting to show some signs of potential pullbacks here. And I'd be looking at those pullbacks as opportunities instead of doom and gloom. So any kind of pullbacks here, I'd be interested in buying some Monero. This one's looking really good, really constructive, just like BNB. Neo, it's going to be our last one. So right here for Neo, you can see also, again, overall constructive, higher highs, higher lows, volume backing this move to the upside, looking pretty good here. But also to the same token, looking a little bit toppy here from the momentum oscillators point of view. So do I think that we could see a pullback? If this one does start to pull back, I would expect a pullback down to 46.62, somewhere around this level. This was our previous liquidity zone that you can see right there. And that's an area of interest for myself, looking to take some longer term, medium term positions. Shorter term though, do I think, Neo is going to make its way higher than this? I would still remain overall bullish on this one unless we do break this liquidity zone to the downside. If we do, that's when I'll expect to move back down to around $58.50. Break below that level, that's when I'll be looking for an extension back down to around $54 and then ultimately $48, somewhere around that liquidity zone there. So keeping an eye on this one. If there's an opportunity to start shorting, perhaps we'll take it. If there's an opportunity to buy and take some long positions, short term, medium term, and longer term, we're definitely going to be looking at those. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers for now. Bye bye.